Yo, what is up, my beautiful people? So here I have the Steam Deck, the original Steam Deck, the LCD Steam Deck, the launch day Steam Deck that I got all those years ago. And this is arguably the device that kicked off this handheld renaissance we find ourselves in today. But then came along the new and improved Steam Deck killer, the Steam Deck OLED, and here I have the limited edition version. And the Steam Deck OLED introduced a number of improvements. Not only is it OLED, as the name suggests, but they improved the processor. It's not upgraded, but it is improved at 6 nanometers versus 7 nanometers. They did improve the cooling system, so it does run a little bit cooler. And they have this new translucent shell, so you can actually see through it. This is actually the components on the inside of the Steam Deck OLED. So it is an amazing improvement. We have better cooling and a better design, if you ask me. But today, I have something that's going to take the Steam Deck LCD, this original launch day Steam Deck, and take it to the next level and bring it ever so closer to the new and improved Steam Deck LCD. We're gonna get better cooling, we're gonna get better design, and we're gonna be on our way. That is provided none other than this right here. Yeah, I got it, you guys. This right here is technically still a prototype, but it is from a company, HandheldDIY. They are legends in the game right now. Their work is incredible, and I actually have one of their products already. The mod case for the ROG Ally, you may have seen it in the past video, is actually a transparent case for the ROG Ally that improves the design and the cooling. So as you can see here, it is a transparent shell here. It improves the cooling with this larger heatsink and thermal pad. So I'm no stranger to their products, but I will say, full disclaimer, they did send this was technically a prototype out to me. This should be launching on Indiegogo, or maybe it already has launched by the time you're seeing this video, but I am a big fan. I've been, a fan of their products since they started. Bought this with my own money. I was one of the original backers of the mod case, and they reached out to send me the new backplate for the Steam Deck. And I agreed wholeheartedly because I think this is an amazing piece of kit right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this on the Steam Deck LCD. We're gonna, test the temperatures. We're gonna see how it improves the cooling, see how it improves the design, and we're gonna see why I think this is an amazing upgrade and addition to your Steam Deck LCD or your Steam Deck OLED. We're gonna put it on the LCD, see what it's all about, and have a good time. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. Okay, so before we put the backplate on, we're just gonna run a benchmark just to get like a baseline of the temperature while pushing the Steam Deck LCD to its absolute limit. So we're in Returnal right now, and this is one of the toughest games for the Steam Deck to run. It always, puts the Steam Deck right to its peak. So we're gonna run the benchmark here, check the temperatures out, then we're gonna put the backplate on, run the benchmark again, and see how our temperatures are improved. So let's run the benchmark, see the temperatures, and then we'll get to the next step, which is putting this actually on the deck. Okay, so we're running the benchmark right now, 800p high settings. So this is gonna push the Steam Deck to its absolute limit right now. We're not pulling any punches. We want the Steam Deck to suffer because we want to see those temperatures, and we want to see what type of extra cooling we can get from the HandheldDIY backplate here. So right now we're going through the Returnal benchmark, getting up to around 83 degrees right now. GPU is peaked at 99 to 100%, and we are really pushing this thing to its limit. I saw up to 83 degrees just now, so we're definitely pushing this thing to its limit. I don't know if you can see that there, but we did get up to 84 degrees just now. Right now hovering around 83, 84, as you can see in the top left hand corner there. So we are definitely pushing the Steam Deck to its limit here, and we're gonna see at the end of this benchmark what our temperature was, but I think we're gonna peak at around 84 degrees. The Steam Deck is definitely working hard, and we're gonna let this benchmark run, and then we're gonna put on the DIY backplate and see what we can get. Okay, so the benchmark is finished. Not the best performance. We got about 25 FPS, but this game is definitely a difficult one to run. I saw the peak temperature at around 84 degrees Celsius. So that's gonna be our baseline peak temperature in a a high intense load situation. So let's put it on the backplate, run the test again, and see what type of temperatures we can get into. Now I will let you know, movie magic, I am going to let this device cool down first. I'm not going to just run it back to back because I want to give it a chance. So I'm going to let this thing cool down first, and then we're going to run the benchmark. Okay, so this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's put on the HandheldDIY backplate, and let's see how it looks, and then run the test and see how it helps the cooling. Now I will say they do give you all the tools needed for this sort of back shell replacement. You do get an assortment of tools and like a pry tool, screwdriver, and everything you need to get into the back. I did remove the screws. I don't want to bore you guys, but of course you need to take all the screws out. Make sure you also remove the SD card from your Steam Deck, because it will break and you will have a bad time if you do not remove the SD card from your Steam Deck before you do this. So just remove all the screws as you would for any other backplate removal. Just remove the screws, and then you're gonna pry it open. They do give us a pry tool, so I'm gonna use this tool here to just get into the back and then run along the edge to sort of open it up. Try to be careful, don't go too hard. But if it's your first time opening your Steam Deck, it may be a little difficult to open at first, but just go around, be patient, and open it up carefully. Okay, so I have the back off now. Take this off, set this to the side, and now we are inside of the Steam Deck here. Now, one thing I will say that's very important that they do include is these thermal pads here. What you're gonna wanna do is you wanna put the thermal pad on this copper heat pipe here. So I put one right there, and then I also put another one right here. So I line that up just so that it can dispense the heat onto the backplate here. So that's this metal plate here, and that's going to help disperse the heat a little bit, as well as the fan hole is a little bit larger than the original, so you get a little bit more airflow and a little bit more metal to dispense that heat away from the processor there. So make sure you put those included thermal pads on the heat pipe, and then I also put one here so you can run down the length, and then you just put that on just as you would a normal, you know, Steam Deck backplate. Put that on, and then we're gonna replace the screws, and then we will be good to go. So make sure you go around the edges, snap it into place. It's pretty easy, you know, you just put it on, snap it into place, and then you are good to go. Now I'm gonna put the screws in here, and then we're gonna run the test. Okay, so all the screws are on the back. Now let's check it out. Let's see what we have here. Let's take a tour of the HandheldDIY Steam Deck backplate. Now, as you can see here, we can see inside of the device, so it is translucent. This is like a smoky color. I wouldn't call it black. It is like a smoky translucent. It is different from the Steam Deck OLED limited edition, but what we get here is a translucent backplate with a larger cooling fan and a metal plate that's going to help disperse heat a little bit better. Buttons feel the same as the original, and check this out, we also have a stand on the back, so we can stand it up and put this on the table, and now we are good to go. We no longer need like a stand or a hub. We can just stand this up and we are good to go. Now, this is the moment you all been waiting for, the Steam Deck OLED limited edition versus the HandheldDIY backplate. Now, this is your moment. Leave a comment down below of which one you like better. Do you like the Steam Deck OLED limited edition, or do you prefer the HandheldDIY translucent backplate? Now, I will say that for me, I do like the orange accents. That's definitely some character. But I don't know, I do kind of appreciate the HandheldDIY backplate. It just has a little bit more translucent transparency, if that makes sense. The Steam Deck OLED limited edition is a little bit less see-through, if that makes sense. Now it does translate to the front of the device as well, which is not the case of the backplate, of course, because it's just a backplate. But I do think, as far as being translucent or transparent, whatever you want to call it, I do think the Steam Deck HandheldDIY backplate does, I don't know, I appreciate the back more because I can sort of see through it a little bit more. This is kind of like you can barely see through it. Like you can get like a glimpse of the battery. You do get that here as well. But then you can see like the cable connector here. You can see the fan. It's like they wanted to hide the fan on the Steam Deck OLED. So yeah, I mean, I haven't been inside the Steam Deck OLED for a while, so I can't remember the internal layout by heart, but I do feel like they're hiding some of the components a little bit more than the DIY backplate. But that's not what you're here to see. You're here to see the test of the heat. So let's run that benchmark one more time, and let's see what type of temperatures we can get with the handheld DIY backplate on our Steam Deck. Okay, running the benchmark again at 800p high settings. Now we can put that stand into action. As you can see that they're pretty sturdy stand, I must say. Like, that's definitely not going anywhere, as they say. But yeah, very good stand. Now let's check out the temperature. Starting right off the bat, we are at a much lower temperature at around 70 degrees right now. So as you can see here, I'll just show you guys that. Look at the temperature up the top at around 69 to 70 degrees. We'll let this run all the way through, see how the temperatures pick up, because I know the temperature is going to pick up a little bit as we get into the middle of the benchmark. But at the beginning, for regular temperatures, let's see how it picks up. Okay, about 60% through the benchmark, and look at the temperatures, you guys. We're at around 75 degrees there. I don't know if you can see that, but we are at around 75 degrees. Now at this point in the last test, we was at around 83, 84 degrees. So this is definitely showing great signs of improving the thermals of this whole situation here. And I think it really comes down to the larger opening for ventilation, as well as this thermal pad that is going to connect the heatsink to this larger piece of metal, so we can see that there. And I also have a thermal camera just so we can see that working. I don't know if we can see that here, but I have a thermal camera. Now I'm aiming this at the Steam Deck, and as you can see here, this is the fan, and then this is the that metal plate there. So that's the metal plate right there, and as we can see, that is like the hot point of this device here, getting up to well over 40 degrees Celsius, and that's external temperatures. Right now we see in 50 degrees, 51 degrees Celsius, and that is the external ventilation, as well as this metal plate here. So it is getting the heat, which is good to see, because now we know that the heat is being transferred to that metal plate correctly. If we look at this side, it's much cooler, so the heat is not really, you know, moving to the whole plate. It's just staying on this part of the backplate here. So as you can see, it is looking good. Now, you guys, make sure you smash a like and subscribe on this video, because I bought this thermal camera just for this video, just so I can show you guys the official heat readings of this thing. So now we got the thermal camera. If you want to see more thermal camera videos, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe, because we got the thermal camera now, and we, you know, we're like the big dogs here, you know, LTT, who are you? It's barely average due time. But anyway, temperatures are indicating that the backplate is working as intended. As you can see here, the heat is being transferred to that metal backplate, which is good to see. Now let's look at the results. Around the same 25, 24 now, but our temperatures are lower. So even at the end of the benchmark, we are at around 78 degrees. So we was at 84 to 85 in the last one. We saw 83 to 85. Now we're up to, we only got up to 78 degrees, which means that we are seeing a noticeable improvement in the actual cooling. So it's not just, you know, for show. We are actually seeing an improvement to the cooling solution using this backplate here, and that is good to see. Now, I didn't expect to see much. I was expecting maybe 1 or 2 degrees, but during the benchmark, we were seeing anywhere from like 7 to 8 degrees. And then at the end of the benchmark, we were seeing like 5, 6, 7 degrees reduction, which is amazing to see, you guys. So this is definitely the real deal, and this is just a prototype. They said they're going to improve the cooling for the official release that should be releasing on Indiegogo soon. I try to leave a link to everything in the description, and yeah, so this is definitely an amazing backplate. Even in the prototype stage, it is great to see. Now, before I get you guys on your way, if you stuck around to this point, make sure you type DIY in the comments down below. Type DIY in the comments down below so I know you made it to this point. Now, at this point in the video, I'm going to be announcing a giveaway. That's right, a giveaway. I've partnered with HandheldDIY to do a giveaway, and we are going to be giving away some things here. Now, let me tell you what the rules for the giveaway are, or how to enter. To enter the giveaway, I want you to email barelyaverage.dude@gmail.com a picture from your favorite video game and the name of the video game. So it can be a screenshot, it can be an image from the internet. It has to be an image from your favorite video game as well as the name of the video game. Email those two things, so an image and the name of the video game. If you send just an image with no name, you're not qualified. If you send a name and no image, you're not qualified. So email barelyaverage.dude@gmail.com image of your favorite game, whether that be a screenshot or anything from the internet, and the name of the actual game to barelyaverage.dude@gmail.com, and I will be picking 10. That's right, I'll be picking 10 winners, random winners who email that email with those instructions. 10 random winners to get some prizes from HandheldDIY. Now, here's the prizes you can win. You can win like a case. They told me that you can win a case. You can win some joysticks, so Hall effect joysticks for your Steam Deck OLED. You can win some joystick caps. So I have these joystick caps on my ROG Ally as well as my ANEO Kun here. So you can choose to win a case, upgraded joysticks. You can win some joystick caps, or you can win some joysticks for the Nintendo Switch. So there's gonna be like a few different options that you have, and we are gonna be picking 10 winners. That's right, 10 winners. So email barelyaverage.dude@gmail.com with a picture of your favorite video game or from your favorite video game and the name of the game. And I'll be picking 10 random winners coming up soon here. So make sure you email that for a chance to win. There's no purchase necessary. I don't want to be accused of illegal lotteries like some other big YouTubers. I'm not that big yet. But yeah, make sure you email that so you have a chance to win. Partner with HandheldDIY for this, so very grateful to them. And yeah, I mean, this is the end of the video, you guys. We saw the HandheldDIY backplate. It really does improve the temperatures here, and I do think it is an amazing addition and add some character to your Steam Deck. So make sure you comment down below DIY so I know that you made it to this point in the video. That's right, comment DIY twice in one video, just so I know you made it to this point in the video. So yeah, you guys, I think this is an amazing addition to the Steam Deck. Now, it's up to you if you think it's better than the Steam Deck OLED limited edition, but the fact is, the Steam Deck OLED limited edition is limited edition, so it's hard to get this. And you're not going to get it from Valve officially, but this is going to be available for everybody, so you can get your DIY limited edition and have a great time and get in that translucent design that we all love to see. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell, all that great YouTube stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let me know what you want to see, if you want to see anything else specific, but hopefully this will give you a good idea of what you can get from this awesome DIY backplate. Anyway, peace.